Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition with 164 Emergency Response. As you can see here, we have a lot of different things today, a lot of different models, vehicles, titles, companies here, manufacturers. So this one should be pretty cool, I'm hoping. We got Greenlights, we got 596, we got Matchbox, we have Coast Guard, Forestry, National Parks, Police, Fire. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool one here. I did not pre-open these this time because there's been a lot of quality control issues recently with some of the stuff coming out of the package, and I just want to alleviate any confusion or anything else like that that says, hey, this may look fishy one way or the other. So we're going to avoid that, and we're just going to go back to opening on camera, and hopefully I don't mutilate myself. So let's bring out the turntable. Split those in half, and let's see what we have here. Okay. One of the first ones I kind of want to get into is Coast Guard. So we have Matchbox Coast to Coast, and they made it in their version of Coast Guard, the Matchbox version of Coast Guard. I think it usually says Coast Patrol on it. So this is one of those power grabs. Comes in a little bit of paper there, and there we go. So it's got the very similar livery as a lot of their other coastal patrol vehicles, right? So here we go, MBX Coast Patrol. Can't read that at the moment, but that'll change when this hits the TV. Now, there's really no discernible emergency equipment on this. And I don't know anything about boats. So it's an emergency vehicle just for the fact that it has the livery on it. So maybe that doesn't make it too exciting, but I think it's a pretty cool addition nonetheless. So Coast to Coast came out in 2024, and this is their first version in any kind of rescue livery. I'm hoping it comes out in police and lifeguard and everything else later on. Next, we're going to go to Groundbreaker Bulldozer. This actually is a National Parks vehicle. So this just came out, I believe, for this year. Or maybe last year, I should say. Yep, 2025, so for last year. And this one has a little bit of a history to it when it comes to the National Parks collection. It's not the first time that they've done this in national parks. I'll explain that to you in further detail in a second. So here we go. It is very red. Don't really care about one way or the other. That's fine. I know they do have a little bit of these what do you call it? The red vehicles here for national parks. So here we go. We got flame sticker US 948. Here is the National Parks logo right there next to the MBX. It says Firewatch. You see it's got the black and white reflective that they usually have on them. And that's really about it. Most of it is you could already tell what's die cast and what's plastic, right? You could definitely tell the difference in textures, and that's really it. There's not a whole lot to this. So Groundbreaker came out in 2006, Matchbox. And so here's the history. Around 2010 was the first time that they tried to make this into some sort of emergency vehicle. And here it is. And it's under not exactly national parks. Sometimes this is Wildfire Ranger, Wilderness Ranger. It says a little bit different wording inside that badge there every so often. But here it goes, Forest Service. So can this be an emergency vehicle? Yes, absolutely it can. Because when it comes to fighting forest fires, it's really not about the water. It's actually about throwing dirt on them. And that's why those hot shots have such a dangerous job. And sometimes, the unfortunate happens. So, anyway, back to the model. This was released, I believe, in a 10 pack back in 2010. Uh, like when Matchbox was doing those Hero Cities or City Heroes or something like that. And that is the 10 pack that this came out of. Here is the rub, though. The rub is it's really expensive. This thing is somewhere between $50 and $100. That's kind of a large range. I think when I got it, I've had it about 2 years now, and I bought it for somewhere around $60 to $70, and it may have raised since then. It's really hard to find. I just went through eBay right now, and it's not for sale anywhere. But there's something called Matchbox Wiki Fandom, and that's where I found the information when the last time it was released. So this is the same model. And like a lot of times, they will do the same vehicle in different versions. One will be this wilderness, forestry, whatever they call it, ranger type thing, and then the other one will be national parks. Ah. And, being Matchbox, they have these tiny little wheels, but they roll pretty well, right? Maybe not that one so much. Even the boats have wheels. So you can pretend they're on the sea when they're just on the dresser. So there is the history for that one. And we will get into the next National Parks vehicle here. This one is not really an emergency vehicle. This is more like a road crew type thing. This is Ground Grinder. So we have Ground Breaker and now Ground Grinder. They've come out with this multiple times in the past as construction and all that. This is the first time it makes it into the National Parks livery. And did they make this for 2025? Yes, they did. All right. And there we go. So here are two more. I like how they got the red lights on top, almost like they're emergency lights flashing. But they could just be like warning lights. Not too familiar with this type of equipment, so could be either or. And let's take a closer look. So we got the black and white striping on there, National Parks, Maintenance Road Crew, US 886, HP 1000. Got a little marker light back here. 25, another marker light there with some more striping. We got the blade right here. I think this is, you got two blades on this one. Not sure exactly what it's for. I've actually seen that on the highways recently here, just outside of Las Vegas. And it seems like it says, it grinds the ground. It kind of takes all the shrubbery and all that other stuff when they're trying to make room for whatever it is they're building or maintaining or upgrading. And this thing seems to have that job. So you can tell the shiny parts are the die. The die cast, with the exception of the black. The black is plastic, gray is plastic. All the national park stuff is the mint green and whatnot is die cast. So there we go. Got lettering even on the little blade there. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Rolls good. All right. Next, we are going to move into one of the fire vehicles. We're going to jump around here a little bit between. We're going to keep going with the Matchbox. And here we go, the 2021 Scania XT fire truck. So I like this version in white and red. And it goes great with my white fire department that I have. White and red fire department. Instead of everything just being all red all the time. So I definitely needed some more vehicles for the white fire department that I have that you guys have seen on the collection video. So, and there we go. Jim at Red Trucks, he featured this a couple videos ago, which was kind of cool, but it had some imperfections here on this square door, I guess it was. What it is. Whatever it is. I guess it's some sort of compartment. Doesn't feel like it moves up and down. There's no slot up here for it to move up and down, so I'm not exactly sure what the function is, but anyway. So here we go. Scania XT, one of the newest models, Scania models that they have made for Matchbox. Metropolitan City Fire Department, number 3, red cross here. You got some red flashers on the side, all kinds of striping. Scania on the front. What looks to be maybe a fire symbol there to the right, or is that the Scania symbol? I'm not sure. You got the red flashers up top with, they're painted in, but I'm guessing those are the rotator beacons as well for the emergency lighting. Got some mirrors sticking out there. Can't really see on the inside too well. It's kind of dark. And there we go. Oh, here's one of the imperfections here. Yeah, Jim's version had an imperfection just like that on his too. So you got a ladder up top, you got some equipment, you have a spare tire, and you have a water cannon. Cool. So I think you just drive up and start putting stuff out. Got the ladder, climb up to the top of the roof back there, and that's about it. We don't really have anything for tail lights or anything else, lights in the back. And that is the Scania XT. So next we are going to do another Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Ford Crown Victoria. So I have the one from Greenlight, and now we have this one from 596. And we're going to say, you know what? I should have pulled that one out to make a comparison, shouldn't I? Oh well, maybe another video. I actually just put everything away because I'm going to be redoing the videos, the full collection videos that I have for. Now, does that mean that's 1999 version Crown Vic or limited to 1,999? I'm not sure. So as we see here, we go through this, all sides, and there is no UPC code. That's actually kind of strange. I don't think I noticed that in the last ones. So anyway, I'm going to be redoing the police collection, fire collection, EMS collection, and the National Parks collection. And here we go. Wow, that's pretty cool. Really starting to like 596 a lot here. They're doing a pretty good job. Closer, come closer. Oh, it's even got the extra spotlights sticking out of the side on both sides, just like an actual Vegas Metro police car. Oh, wow. They did an amazing job with this. Oh, they got the computer, laptop computer there, MTD or CAD, depending on which year this is. Doesn't have a cage in the back. We don't have deck lights in the rear window. Oh, it's got the real license plate too. The real website in the back, CC, that's Convention Center Command, I believe. They're the ones that do the strip. The area command for Las Vegas Metro that's responsible for the strip. Or is that something else? Because, no. That would be CCAC, C-A-C-C. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. So, yeah, we got, wow, everything is, wow. Even says Metro Police on the front bar here like it does in real life. Ford symbol, the license plate with the EX. Clear plastic headlights. Marker lights. Red and blue vector. Red, white, and blue vector. Then we got the stickers on the windshield for Crime Stoppers. Dial 311 for non-emergency. 911 for emergency right there. This is literally an exact replica. This is really awesome. Wow, really impressed, 596. This is really what it looks like, or what it did look like back then. So, wow. All right. Next, we're going to go with the New Jersey State Police car, Ford Crown Victoria. So, yeah, another Ford Crown Vic. What a shock, right? Yeah, just so many Crown Vics everywhere for all these. Oh, this one has a UPC on it. Okay. I guess some do, some don't. Let's say limited 1499. Okay, so that's not the year. That's how many they made of that particular model. So 1,999 of these, 1,499 of these. So very cool. And I decided to get them in these two Crown Vics because, well, one, the light bars are different, right? This has got a straight clear light bar. They have the red, white, and blue vector bar for Vegas Metro. The years of the vehicle, I'm not 100% sure what they are. I don't believe they say underneath. But I could be wrong because I didn't look at the Vegas Metro underneath, did I? Yep, no, they just say 596, and that is it. Okay. Ooh. Smooth. You hear the tires? It's almost like it's a real car going. That is cool. So the tires are rubber. Everything on the body is die-cast, and chassis is plastic. I'm forgetting how to do my own videos. All right, so same thing. We have one spotlight on the side here for the driver's side. It's pretty par for the course. New Jersey State Police, caution, police dog, K9 unit. Did it have a K9 in the back? Doesn't look like it. So it looks like they got the laptop in there too. Very cool. K9 on the top, clear light bar. Emergency dial 911, State Police, and JSP TP. Actually, it should say SG for state government. Unless they change things since I've been in New Jersey. Been a long time. Gonna be, last time I saw New Jersey was in 2009. Really don't plan on seeing it again either. So here we go. You got reflective, whatever, for the side view mirrors. Metro car had it too. I like how they have the lines going through the back of the windshield here for the defrosters. You got the typical police rims. No push bumper on the front of this one, but we have the Ford oval and the clear lights. It says Police Interceptor right there, at least it's supposed to. Right next to the taillight, and JSP.org. Really cool model. I really like how they do these. No opening parts, that much I know. Oh, there we go. There's a good view of the inside. No radar or anything on the dashboard, but that's okay. I mean, I have the spotlight, the MDT, that's really cool enough. I mean, same thing here. Tires are rubber, and the body's all die-cast with the chassis being plastic. All right. Next one, we're going to do one more forestry vehicle. Maybe national parks, maybe not, but this one is forestry. East Brookfield Forestry. And this is from the first series of Greenlight Fire Rescue. There we go. It's a 1992 Ford F-350 from East Brookfield, Massachusetts Forestry. So since it says East Brookfield, I guess it's not the state forestry division. But here's the whole collection for the whole thing on the back. I have a couple of these ready. I might as well get the rest of them. Should have bought them all when they were brand new. But, oh well. So, let's cut this open very carefully. Keep all the fingers out of the way. Knock into the camera, as clumsy as I am. Not par for the course, right? All right. Okay, so I am going to put this in with the national parks and the forestry. So, yeah, just so you know. However, this video is kind of a landmark video because Although I didn't mention it when I opened it, but this is actually my 100th uh, forestry park ranger vehicle, national parks vehicle. So I've hit 100. This one was 99, the other one was 98. So anyway, here we go. Green light detail, emergency 911, gold pinstriping, East Brookfield Forestry, American flag, number on it, 13F2. Windows are down so you can see inside. See gauges and dials and all that stuff like a regular dashboard, steering wheel. Rubber wheels. Ford symbol. Got plastic headlights. Marker lights on there. Detailed grille. Red and white lights with black in the middle. Don't think it opens. Nope. Alright, cool. Nothing in the bed, no pumpers or anything, so just a response vehicle for, I don't know. No license plate, but it says Ford. Does this go back? Nope, that doesn't go back down. And so this whole model is die-cast. Chassis die-cast, body's die-cast. Yeah, wheels are rubber. Alright, so not too much to that one. Rolls pretty well. Alrighty. Now we're going to jump back to the police. So I don't know if any of you really knew about this vehicle. I only found out about it online. Auto World, One Stop Diecast. I think they're the ones who distribute these. So Southern Pacific Railroad Support Vehicle, the Yard Railroad. And as you can see, police vehicle, Southern Pacific Police. And this is a 73 Chevy C10. Hobby exclusive. Here are the facts. Here is the UPC. And this actually came out distributed by Round 2 NGM in 2021. Right there, kind of towards the middle of the bottom. So yeah, this one came out in 2021. Never found it on the pegs. Been wanting to buy it. And I'm going to assume that I don't see any lights or anything on there, grill marks. Fantastic grills. They're grill lights is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. There's no emergency equipment. There's no lighting. There's no nothing. Nothing in the dashboards. Southern Pacific lines. I mean, it is a very detailed truck. License plate. I think that's California plate. You know, you got the Chevy bow tie, headlights, marker lights. You got all the trim around it. So, yeah. I'm guessing UP, Union Pacific, 1996, police, railroad. There's the inside, windows down. Pretty good looking inside. They got bucket seats, not bench seats. All right. Empty bed. There's the back. And so the only thing that makes it a police vehicle is having that badge right there. Railroad police here in the United States, whether it be Amtrak, Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, Santa Fe, most of them have their own police department, if not all of them, and it actually makes them federal law enforcement because their jurisdiction is wherever the trains go. Since the trains are nationwide, the tracks run coast to coast, they are technically federal police. They're not FBI or anything. They don't run with any of the alphabet agencies. Ooh, moving part. Cool. You know, not FBI, DEA, CIA, DHS, CBP, ICE, as we call them, the alphabet agencies. They have all these acronyms. And so, heavy. You know, real rubber tires. The whole thing is die-cast, chassis and all, the body. Well detailed. You know, I really like it. So it's going to go with the Federal Collection here. Rolls really smooth. Auto World doesn't really make too many emergency vehicles, and that is really the only reason why you don't see them on this channel too often, because they don't make very many. And now, last but not least, we are going to the fire vehicles. The last two. 1985 Chevrolet K5 Blazer, New Haven, Connecticut Fire Department. And this is from Series 3. So the other one was from Series 1. This is from Series 3. I think they're on Series 4. They're just releasing. There we go. 2021. Maybe not. Here is some of the other ones here. You know, down here you got the Bullhead City, which I already, what do you call it? Featured, Lombard, Illinois. And now we have this one. So, I'm not sure if I have the other ones. It talks about another FDNY vehicle. I'm not sure if I have that particular one or not. Hard to keep track right now without my database in front of me. It's behind me, but it's not in front of me. I'm not going to waste everybody's time trying to go through that, trying to find little inane details that probably nobody really cares about. So, not a fire apparatus, just more like a fire support vehicle, fire chief vehicle. Oop. And that comes off that like all the other ones. All right, so let's see. New Haven Fire Department, Blazer. Got the interior here, red and white light bar with the siren in the middle. Oh, that's cool. They actually got the siren in the middle. One of the few times they actually do capture that. Chevy bow tie, no license plate. A little bit of detail on the front end here. West Battalion. New Haven Fire Department on the back. Tail lights, reverse lights, marker lights. I think I see marker lights. Rubber tires. White is die cast. Yeah, there we go. Got the spare tire. Got the bench seat in the back. Bucket seats in the front. And we have the undercarriage here, which is also die cast. So there you go, with the rubber tires and all. Yeah, it's a little wobbly when it rolls, but yeah, whatever. That's fine. Not looking for total perfection here. I would like total perfection, but not often. And we have a 1986 Chevrolet M1008 fire vehicle, FDNY. There we go. And also came out in 2021. Exclusive. And here we go. This will be the final vehicle. Bring that closer. And here we go. So let's see here. I forgot I should be talking FDNY. FDNY symbol. Those symbols seem to vary on these vehicles between the age of them and whatnot. The era that they're making them from. So we got a big old grill here in the front with, what do you call it? Yeah, those thingies. See, we have the red and clear light bar, fire pumper right here on the back. We got a tow hitch. We got the hoses that connected, but it doesn't look like there's any hoses to fight the fire with. They just have the pumper on the back, and that's it. There we go. Bottom is plastic. Red is die cast. Those are rubber. And so that's about it, folks. That's going to do it for this video here. Let's try to put these out. Move that to the side. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Looks like I'm getting at least one new one every single day. So, thank you, everybody. Means word's getting around and people are enjoying what I do here and enjoying taking this collection journey with me. So, I'm going to say Have a nice weekend, everybody. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you all on the next edition. Goodbye.